Hello and welcome to this C programming video. In this video we're going to be more talking about how to use GCC to create a shared static library and then create an executable file that uses or links that library and uses some of the functionality. Rather than me explain it, we're just going to jump straight in so you can pause on the screen and see roughly the steps that we're going to be taking in this video. With that said, let's create both of our folders, because we're going to be creating an app and we're going to be creating a library as well. And within inside of the app, we're just going to say main.c. And inside of the library, we're going to create another folder called include. This is where the header file is going to go, and also where our my simple library.c file is going to go. With that said, let's just create a my simple library.h header file for it. And now we have all of the files that we need. So let's just declare what our main C is going to look like first of all. Let's just budge that over to the right. And so we're going to need to import my simple library.h. Obviously it doesn't yet. We're going to have to import that my simple library. And with inside of here, we're going to then say our main function. This is going to return 0. And we are then going to create a message variable, and it's going to say I am some text in the main.c. Okay, and then we're going to say hello, and this is the method, the function, sorry, that we're going to be exporting or including with inside of our library. So now that we have that, that shouldn't really work, right? We're not going to run it because we haven't got this library as of yet. So let's close that down and let's come to our mysimplelibrary.h file, and let's declare this function in here, and we'll just say const char and then message. That's what it looked like. And now we're coming to mysimplelibrary.c, and we can create this file. Okay, in here we're going to printf to the terminal. So we're going to need the standard io.h, and obviously we're going to need the my simple library.h as well to import then the actual function here. So next we're going to say printf, and inside of here we'll just say the message is then question mark then s, and we'll give it a backslash n to go to the new line, and we'll add then the message here as well. Okay, now that we've done that, we've literally made our incredibly fantastic application. The time now, so we've created our simple execution application that uses the shared static library. We've created the shared static library. We now need to compile the O file, compile the library's O file. So we've got to come and compile this C file first of all. So let's just come to the terminal. And we're going to do that using GCC. And we first need to say that the output is going to be my simple library, and it's going to be the O file, all right? And we now need to say that we want to just to compile some code, and we're going to say then the library and then my simple .c. So we also need to tell it where to look for the headers, and that's done by using the big I, the -i flag. And in this sense, we're just going to say library and then include. All right, so we're telling it what the output should be. We're telling it which file to compile, and then we're saying -i to say the folder that it's in, all the header files are in. And when we do that, you see we get an object file. Okay, now that we've done this, we can see that we have our my simple library. And if we want to have a look inside of this one file to see what symbols we've actually exported with it, we can just use the nm command. And just to show you this is then display the name list, the symbol table for an object file. And we can also do it for an archive as well. So, but now we have this my simple library.object file. We've got to create now a library from it, and we can do that by using the flags R, C and S. Basically this is going to create it if it exists. It's going to add all of the object files to it as well, and then it's going to add an index to it as well. So, and we want to say then lib my simple library.a, and we're going to pass it my simple library.o. And now you can see that we get our lib my simple library.a file, and now we can also run this on the my simple library, and we just say lib here, and you can see here that we've got an object file my simple library.o inside of it, and then we're using the printf, and then we've got the say hello function there. So now we've done this, right? We've now created our library. It's time to come and compile. It's now time to come and compile the main.c. So we say gcc, and we're going to say the output is going to be called then application. Be very careful not to say app right here, because the folder and then the file, they're going to match, and you're going to have a problem. So we're just going to say application here, and we're going to say main.c. So we're going to say then this is the file that I want you to compile. Now we've got a little bit of housekeeping to do here. First of all, we need to tell it where the header files are. Well, we can do that with the I. We've seen this already, and we'll just say then the library dot the / include. So this, at least it now knows where all of the header files are. We now need to say that we're going to link stuff. We need to say which folder to look in. Well, we want you to look in this folder here, because we know our lib my simple library.a is located in this file, this folder. And then we're going to say small l flag, and this is going to say, hey, this is the library that I want you to link. So we're going to say then my library here, and when we do this, we should have everything perfectly fine, and we should be able to run our application. And you can see here I am some text in the main C. All right, so this is a very simple way of doing this, and I just want to show you some problems, right? Is that if we now, let's just delete all A files, A files within inside of the directory. Now our A file has gone, right? And if we come back to this one command, and we remove the --i, right, and do this once again, you can see here that we don't get my simple library.h file not found. You have to remember that this isn't part of the archive, all right? So we actually have to tell it where the files are to, okay? So it's something that's important to do. So if we come back to this again, and we just re-add the include, the library include, and then the -l is yet telling you which location to start linking. Now here we don't have to say the lib, is because it's assuming already that you've got a lib on the beginning. So let's just come here and remove all of this, because I love to just check. We have to come back here, and we have to create the actual file once again. So now that we've created it once again, and let's move the lib file to be then my simple lib library like this, and let's run the compile code once again, and let's see whether it happens. You can see here link file my simple library not found, because it doesn't have the prefix of lib there, right? Anyway, I'm not sure actually, to be honest with you, how you can get around that, but this is just something that you have to know, is that you need to the libraries need to files need to start with a small lib like this. Okay, so we'll run this once again. Whoops. And we're all fine, and we get .application, and it's all working once again. So with that said, I just thought I would make this a quick video just to show you how you could possibly do this. Now I always use Xcode anyway to compile any of my applications that I'm going to use. But it's always interesting to know how it works manually in the background, because if you probably start using the likes of Swift Package Manager and so on, you start to have to add the likes of this -L for any to link any linking settings if you want to use an archive or a library elsewhere, exported maybe from another project and so on. So with that said, I thought it would just be interesting to show you how you do it without any IDEs. Okay, we're using Visual Studio Code here, but we didn't have to. We could have just used Vim. That would have been fine as well. So if you did like this video, if you did get anything out of this one video, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and do all of the other social media things out there. Now, please remember, I am no like GCC, C++ programming expert here. My expertise lies purely in the Swift programming language, and also then the framework and stuff. I know lots of C, but I definitely am a basic to an immediate level on this. So please don't hold it against me if I've said anything wrong. And if I have said anything wrong, I'm more than happy to listen to how I could improve it in the future. So please feel free to write it in the conversation in the comment section down below, and we can have a conversation. With that said, if you do have any questions, feedback, or concerns, or anything like that, then I'm more than happy, as I just said a minute ago, to have a conversation in the comment section down below. Other than that, thank you very much for watching. My name's David Thorne, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao, ciao, and goodbye.